Ever wondered, what are the things a retiree should never disclose? Let's explore this in the context of retirement, seen not just as a phase of inactivity, but rather a period for enjoyment, privacy, and tranquility. As a retiree, maintaining your privacy becomes crucial. This particularly applies to your financial situation. The reasoning behind this is simple yet significant. Money matters are often personal. While it's key to discuss these matters with your spouse or financial advisor, involving others can trigger a cascade of issues, from unsolicited advice to potential scams. Imagine disclosing your finances to an acquaintance, only to be bombarded with money lending requests or judgments regarding your financial decisions. This can lead to stress and loss of your sense of control. Moreover, the rise of online scams makes retirees who disclose their financial situation easy targets. Your financial affairs are private and should remain that way. Remember, each financial scenario is unique. What works for one might fail for another. Hence, discuss your finances only with those who understand your situation and have your best interests in mind. In short, the tranquility of your retirement should not be spoiled by unnecessary interventions. It's your money, your decisions, and your life. Protect it. Your financial affairs are private, and disclosing them can lead to unnecessary advice, judgment, or even scams. Number 2, your daily routine. The importance of your everyday life can't be overstated, particularly in this new chapter of your journey known as retirement. As retirees, we tend to have a more consistent routine compared to others. A routine as simple as the daily morning walk, the afternoon grocery shopping, or the evening gardening can often become predictable. The predictability, although a comfort to yourself, can ironically be a potential threat when it comes to the security of your home. There are always prying eyes, looking for opportunities, keeping a watch on neighborhoods, marking their targets. It is an unfortunate truth of today's world that potential burglars often see retirees as easy targets. They observe, they study, they look for those consistent patterns which they can exploit. They can deduce when a house is most likely to be empty, simply by observing one's daily habits. In a society where information is power, your daily routine is valuable information that you should strive to protect. By not readily sharing or revealing your schedule to others, you're essentially making your life more secure. This doesn't mean you should live in fear or drastically change your lifestyle, but rather be more conscious and thoughtful about who you share your daily patterns with. Be aware, be alert, and let's not make it easy for those with ill intent. Remember, subtle changes to your routine can throw potential burglars off guard, adding an extra layer of security to your life. Number 3, health issues. This is a crucial topic where the distinction between what should be shared and what should not becomes incredibly important. We often think that sharing our health updates is a straightforward task. We may believe that letting people know about our physical well-being is a simple act of keeping them in the loop about our life. But it's not as uncomplicated as it seems. While it's perfectly acceptable to share general health updates, there is a line that needs to be drawn. It's important to remember that this line separates the general health updates that we often share and the specific details about our medical conditions that should stay private. This vital distinction is necessary for our own protection and security. You may ask, why should this be? Why can't we freely share every minute detail about our health? The truth is, this kind of information, once out in the open, can be used against you. It can be manipulated and twisted in ways that you might not foresee. From the innocuous-looking social media posts to the seemingly casual conversations, this information can trickle down to places you didn't mean for it to go. Especially insurance companies and scammers can take advantage of these details. Insurance companies may use this information to adjust your policies or premiums, and scammers may use them to exploit you. So it's not just about privacy, it's about your safety, security, and peace of mind. This information can be used against you, especially by insurance companies and scammers. Fourthly, large purchases. We often find ourselves in situations where we've made a significant purchase, like a brand new sports car or a luxurious holiday package. It's only natural to feel a sense of pride and excitement about these acquisitions. You might be tempted to share this news with everyone. It's a common emotional response that comes from the joy of achieving something big and the satisfaction of accomplishing a goal, such as buying the car you've always dreamed of, or finally planning that dream vacation you've been saving for. However, it's crucial to think twice before you divulge such information. The world is full of different kinds of people. While some might genuinely share your happiness, others might not respond positively. Sometimes this news might even foster resentment or envy among those who are unable to make such hefty purchases. This is a harsh reality of human nature that we must consider, as it can lead to discomfort or even conflict. People may start treating you differently, making judgments about you based on your spending habits, or worse, you might become a target for those looking to exploit your wealth. In addition, sharing about large purchases can also lead to unsolicited advice or opinions. Everyone has different ways of managing their finances and different perspectives on what is considered extravagant. Your happiness can be marred by negativity and criticism. Hence, it's advisable to keep such information to yourself to avoid any unwanted attention or negative emotions. Sharing this information can lead to unwanted attention or even jealousy. Number 5, living alone. It's a state that many of us find ourselves in, either by choice or circumstance. Living alone can offer a sense of freedom and independence. It allows you to make decisions about your own space without having to consider the needs or desires of others. You get to decide when to eat, when to sleep, and what to watch on TV. There are no arguments over the remote control, no debates about the thermostat setting, and no disputes over household chores. You have the freedom to decorate your space exactly as you wish, to leave the dishes in the sink if you feel like it, and to dance around the living room in your pajamas if that's what makes you happy. However, living alone also carries its own set of risks. It can make you more vulnerable to certain dangers, especially if the wrong people come to know about it. It can even turn you into a prime target for individuals with ill intentions, individuals who may see your solitude as an opportunity, people like burglars, who are constantly on the lookout for easy targets, or scammers, who might try to trick you into revealing sensitive information or parting with your hard-earned money. That's why, if you live alone, it's best to keep that information to yourself. This simple precaution can help reduce the risks associated with living alone. So always remember not to disclose to anyone, especially to strangers, that you live alone. Disclosing that you live alone can make you a potential target for burglars or scammers. Number 6, personal family issues. Family matters, the intricacies, the ups and downs, the laughter and the tears, should be acknowledged as a realm of utmost privacy. It's vital to understand the sanctity attached to this private sphere, the sphere where our loved ones reside, our family. This is the circle of individuals who understand you the best, who have watched you grow, who have seen you at your best and worst, who have shared in your triumphs and failures. It's an intimate part of your life, a part that's unique and exclusive to you, which makes it so special and personal. Delving into these family matters is like unveiling the secret chapters of your life to the world. It can ignite a chain of actions that could lead to unnecessary drama. When we say drama, it's not the amusing kind that you watch in soap operas. It's the real-life, emotionally charged, energy-draining, time-consuming kind of drama that leaves you worn out and exhausted. And let's not overlook the potential risk it brings to the most treasured relationships in your life. It can even strain those relationships. Imagine the discomfort, the awkwardness, the resentment it can breed in your personal sphere. It's like a small crack in a precious vase that soon spreads and ruins the whole piece. So heed this advice and let these matters remain private. Sharing these can lead to unnecessary drama and can even strain relationships. Number 7, retirement savings specifics. We move into a sphere of personal finance that is of paramount importance yet often underappreciated. The nature of our retirement savings represents a lifeline for our twilight years, a nest egg that we squirrel away bit by bit with an eye on that far-off horizon. This is not simply a bank account, it's the key to a peaceful future that we painstakingly craft over the course of our working lives. This meticulous effort that we pour into our retirement savings is what makes its specifics so essential. We're not just talking about the numbers here, it's the planning, the strategizing, the constant reevaluation of our financial goals and how they align with our life's trajectory. It's about understanding the market trends and the impact of inflation on our retirement corpus. It's about making informed decisions when it comes to choosing between retirement plans, be it a 401k, an IRA, a Roth IRA, or any other option that best suits our needs and circumstances. However, the importance of keeping these details private cannot be overstressed. This isn't because we're being secretive or distrustful. Instead, it's a necessary precaution to protect ourselves and our futures. The financial world is rife with risks. and our retirement savings being a substantial part of our wealth are a prime target. Sharing this information freely could invite not just unsolicited advice, which can be merely annoying, but also potential scammers who are far more dangerous. Sharing this information can lead to unsolicited advice or potential scams. Number 8, your fears. As human beings, we are all programmed to experience fear. It's a primal instinct, a survival mechanism that has served us well in our history. There's no shame in having fears. Everyone does, though they may not admit it. Fears are simply an integral part of our human experience. Each of us has our own unique matrix of fears. For some, it could be a fear of heights or spiders. For others, it could be more profound fears related to our future, our financial stability, or our health. Especially when it comes to matters of aging or the prospect of retirement, these fears can be very real and deeply rooted. They are not just fleeting worries that can be easily brushed aside. They are fears that can gnaw at your peace of mind, fears that can keep you awake at night. However, these fears can leave you feeling vulnerable. This vulnerability isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it can leave you open to manipulation or undue distress. Society often preys upon our fears, turning them into weaknesses. This is where you need to be cautious. This is why it's so important to be discerning about who you share your fears with. You don't have to bear the burden of your fears alone, but make sure you're sharing them with the right people. Trusted loved ones and professionals who can offer not just an empathetic ear, but also effective strategies for coping with these fears will be invaluable assets. They can help you address your fears without exploiting your vulnerability. Keep your fears to yourself or share them only with trusted loved ones or professionals. Number 9, your charitable donations. How we choose to give to others is a deeply personal choice, something that reflects our own values and beliefs. The act of donating to a cause, to an organization, or to an individual in need is a token of compassion, a reflection of the goodness that resides within us. It is so much more than a mere financial transaction. It is a symbolic gesture that signifies our willingness to extend a helping hand to a stranger without expecting anything in return. Deciding where to allocate these resources is an equally important part of this process. We research the charities that align with our principles. We learn about their mission, their goals, their achievements, and we make an informed decision. It's not just about making a donation, it's about making a difference. However, in a world where information is easily accessible and often shared without discretion, we must remember to maintain a level of privacy. A quiet act of kindness does not need to be broadcasted. When we share the specifics of our charitable donations, we open ourselves up to a multitude of potential issues. By revealing details about the causes we support, we run the risk of receiving unwanted solicitations from other organizations. These unsolicited requests can be overwhelming and ultimately distract us from our original intent of making a meaningful contribution. Therefore, it's crucial to exercise discretion when deciding what information to disclose about our charitable actions. Disclosing the specifics can lead to unwanted solicitations from other organizations. And finally, number 10. Your will and inheritance plans. This topic, while sensitive, carries immense significance. It's laden with emotions, sentiments, and sometimes, unfortunately, conflicts. It's the delicate matter of your life's worth, your assets, your treasures, which you have painstakingly built over the years. Perhaps it's the house that was your first major purchase, the car you saved up for, the antique collection you proudly display, or maybe the investments you made, hoping they'll grow with time. All these are vital fragments of your life story. They represent your struggle, your triumphs, your dreams, and your aspirations. They are not just material possessions, but milestones of your journey. In the realm of estate planning, it's often said that transparency is the key, that it's essential to keep your loved ones informed about your wishes and desires. Indeed, in many cases, open and honest communication can prevent misunderstandings and clear ambiguities. However, this logic doesn't always hold water when it comes to revealing the intricacies of your will and inheritance plans. The dynamics of relationships, especially the familial ones, can be quite complicated. Sometimes divulging the distribution of your assets prematurely can trigger a cascade of unwarranted reactions, resentment, and even disputes. The harmony of a family can be easily disrupted when monetary aspects come to the forefront. It's a grim reality that we cannot deny or ignore. During such times, a legal advisor, someone impartial, knowledgeable, and trustworthy, can be your best ally. They can help you navigate the complexities of estate planning while safeguarding your interests. They can provide sound advice, answering your questions, allaying your fears, and helping you make well-informed decisions. So in conclusion, tread carefully when dealing with your will and inheritance plans. Keep these details to yourself and discuss them only with your legal advisor. So there you have it, 10 things a retiree should never disclose. As you embark on this new chapter of your life, it's essential to remember the importance of maintaining your privacy. Your retirement period is meant to be a time of enjoyment and peace. One aspect that can greatly contribute to this tranquility is discretion about certain personal matters. Your full financial situation, for instance, is a matter that should be kept confidential unless with a trusted financial advisor. The specifics of your daily routine could also be sensitive information, potentially making you susceptible to unwanted situations. Health issues, whether they are or severe, are generally private matters and should be disclosed only to your healthcare provider. When it comes to large purchases, keeping them private prevents any for unwanted attention. Similarly, your living situation is your personal business and should not be subject to public scrutiny. Family issues should be dealt with internally to safeguard harmony within the family. The specifics of your retirement savings can be a tempting topic to discuss, but it's best to keep these details to yourself. Your fears, understandable in life phase, are best shared with close confidants. Likewise, charitable donations and will plans are personal choices, and disclosing them publicly can open the door for criticism or interference. Ultimately, maintaining your privacy is not only about protecting yourself, but also about fostering a serene and conflict-free environment. This approach will ensure that you can fully enjoy your retirement without unnecessary disturbances or misunderstandings. Stay safe and enjoy your retirement to the fullest.